Welcome back, everyone, to the session presented by the Honda Element and the Bud Light Super Slopestyle Competition. The unique feature of this event, and consistent with the session format, is that athletes won't be limited just to 2 runs. They'll be able to take as many runs as they can pack in within the time period. The judges will then pick each rider's best run of the night and award the winners an overall $70,000 in cash. Before we get started, let's take a look at this course that's entirely illuminated with Musco lighting.
At the top of the course, we have the channel gap. You can hit this jump 3 different ways. You could go straight over, or you could choose to gap it, or you could even hit the rail. The second feature has 2 different options. There's a rail on the right-hand side, or you could opt to hit the jump, which is about a 30-foot table. Hitting the rail allows you to do board slides, 50-50s, and a mix of different tricks. The third feature also has a rail and a jump option. The jump is more of a hip jump, and we can expect to see some backside 360s, backside 720s, or you can opt to hit the rail with an easy on and a nice pop off. The fourth jump is a nice, smooth tabletop, which will allow these athletes to help set themselves up for the final jump. The final and last jump, it's a 50-foot table with 3 different approaches. You could choose to hit it straight on, or you could choose to gap it. And the nice thing about this jump is you got the fire going in between. And then the final feature is the 2 different rails that were in the rail competition, the Expo and the step down, step down.
And we love to see the dedicated snowboard fans packed into the Honda Element base camp. But back to the top, and one of the first riders to drop into this super slopestyle, Brent Meyer, had a great showing at the U.S. Snowboard Grand Prix in the Yahoo Big Air, came in 3rd place.
And Brent Meyer so far has been hitting both of these jumps switch, starting off things with a switch backside 3. There he is, a couple bobbles on that one, but he regathers himself.
But it's so good, this format. It allows you to kind of take those chances, high risk, high reward, can have that fall and come back in your 2nd, 3rd, or 4th run.
Well, definitely. He gets more than 2 runs like a normal contest in this event. And that does allow him, he can maybe just throw this run away. He's got a couple more chances. But there you see him on the bottom jump, gapping that and impressing the crowd.
You can hear an audible roar here from Vail. Brent Meyer, 76.20 is his score. So back to the top of the super slopestyle, and a very underrated rider, Rom Clampert.
Rom Clampert, like you said, probably is one of the most underrated riders. I love watching him because he's stylish, he's smooth, and he goes for the bigger, harder tricks, just like that backside 720.
And he got a first at the slopestyle at the U.S. Open, newly added portion of the U.S. Open.
Rom Clampert actually lives in Mammoth, California now, and he did also get 3rd at the Sims World Snowboarding Championships last year in the Big Air. There he is, doing a cab 9, and I think that's a trick that he won with last year.
I love watching during the rail session, his focus on the Expo.
And like I said earlier about style, that backside 180, that's one of the most stylish tricks in snowboarding. And he ends it off nice, doing a step down, a little grab to impress the crowd.
73.80.
Yeah, I like the course. The jumps are all really good. It's kind of hard to get like a good jump rail option. It's kind of like one or the other, but set up really nice.
Back to the top of the Bud Light Super Slopestyle course, Colin Langlois dropping in.
Colin Langlois, again, is another one of those kids that lives in Mammoth Lakes, California. But originally he's from Morrisville, Vermont, riding Stowe, and I think riding back there kind of made you a little bit tougher. The snow's a little bit more firm than out there in Mammoth.
Well, the story goes, according to Kyle Clancy, Colin was a rider that they used to harass, and he just kind of ignored it and focused on his riding, and it definitely is paying off because he's a rider to be reckoned with. Look at that.
As you can see, cab 540 right there, he has been dominating all these jumps and rails so far in this course, ending off with a backside 720 with the tail grab. That's a strong run for Colin, and he should score really high with that one.
Not bad. But still, many talented riders yet to drop in. Coming up, more of the men's super slopestyle. But when we return, we will take a look at our talented women's field as the session presented by the Honda Element continues right after this.
Well, we went out searching for some waves. It was pretty mellow, actually.
Man, chill out. Go try and eat.
The car ride out was good, except Luke kept taking his shoes off.
Luke!
Oh! Foul, Luke.
We found this secret little surf spot. When we got there, the beach was totally empty. After a whole day of surfing, we just wanted to crash out.
The new Honda Element. Go with it.